So it says
Right, we're live now.
I had to undo it because
live.
like apparently it says we're not live.
No, we're live. We're live. Just leave it up. Everyone, yep, it says excellent condition. You're streaming from yours. I see the Madden in the background. We're good.
I have to do the new stream again.
Is everybody
I disconnected
here?
it. It's like YouTube's going like hyper slow right now.
Oh, well, I can't do anything about that. But
Yeah.
It says that we're live. Hey, everyone, press F in the chat to say, yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Bloody Bob says he can hear me. Can y'all hear me?
You can hear me.
Here we go. No, everyone's saying F. I don't think. Hold on.
Yeah, it says
Do
we're
you
live.
have like the desktop audio?
Yeah, it says we're live now. Like, I mean, we're good now. Like, you can hear me. Yeah, it says we're live now. I don't get that because like YouTube had me on a completely different stream. That's what I don't get.
Let's go live.
Yeah, we're live now, so we're good.
Oh, they say we hear you. I can hear you. All right.
Yeah. All right.
What did I just say? What did I just say? Huh? What did I say? Did I say I was a fucking giant, fucking asshole? A little loud. Should I move my mic back?
Pretty much.
All right. Are you playing Madden 92 back there?
95. I'm just playing like a computer thing, like a little simulation. So.
Okay. All right. After you intro the show, you're running the fucking board.
Hello. Yes, we finally did it. So we're good. So what we have is a show. It has turned into a total dumpster fire because Five threw this on me like 5 minutes left, so I had to scramble. So I'm not trying to shoot the messenger, but we good though. But welcome to all y'all who are in this chat.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone for being here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't appreciate Tree for. I did try to text you like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I wasn't able
I
to see it. I was trying to get some stuff done.
Yeah. Okay.
But I had to use my right hand was a little busy.
Oh, I'm saying is eating ranch dressing straight out of the bottle just too much for you to fucking check your phone?
Yeah, it is. Like it gets greasy, man.
I think that Matt and Mike and Dan did not know that this is how we talk to each other.
Oh,
so
they thought it was just like
they thought that we were actually fighting at some points, like a married couple. But this is how we talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
As
pretty much.
We just insult each other, insult each other's lives. I call you fat, you call me ugly, which is valid, and it's a working relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You should contact HR though, because we hate each other. Yes.
You too. Well, who is HR? Like we don't have our own personal people now. We're not super big shots.
No, we don't.
And maybe if we had 10 million, we'd have our own.
Well, in California, since you can't be a freelancer, you have to hire everyone as full time. Then eventually, we'll be employees of YouTube, right?
Maybe.
And they'll have to offer us benefits and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Bad that is. All right, there's been like a lot of cancellations. Okay, who else? What did you say? The Sharks did something. They pulled
the Shark. Well, what happened was Santa Clara barred all gatherings over 1,000 people.
Oh, the Florida Panthers would be good underneath that situation.
The Ottawa Senators may be good in that situation.
Sens would be good. The Mariners would be good under that. What other squads would be good to go for gatherings less than 1,000? All of the MLS.
Probably MLB.
Chargers games. Oakland A's games in the middle of summertime. I think, and we're going to have Cole Adams on next week, I think the NCAA tournament's going to be played in empty arenas.
That would be awkward. Like, very awkward. I mean, I can see the NFL, like, worst case scenario, NBA and AHL playoffs are canceled.
Canceled.
I can see
These
that.
are the These are the number one money makers for the entire year over.
I mean, if it gets that bad, public health's more important. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right, but this. What do you get the corona and you're dead? It's not like people are. It's not like it's the bug to end all bugs.
Oh, of course not.
It's gonna. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not like people are turning into zombies here.
The infectivity level's very high. That's what they're worried about.
That's right. Thank you, Red Rubber Duck. I forgot about the fucking Ivy League canceled their tournament, but I don't think that the Ivy League tournament, does it have any bearing on who gets into the NCAA tournament?
I think they have like one team represented, I think.
Yeah, but do they just award it to the regular season champion? That's like some fucking asshole at Harvard or some shit.
It's like a UCF thing. It's like, oh, UCF champions.
Yeah.
Orlando Apollos, AAF champions 2019.
Hey, we going dancing? We're going dancing in the big dance. So, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, this level of hysteria that we're going through right now. And I guess somebody said Yale is going to be the represent. Yeah, Yale probably convinced the Ivy League that they should just cancel the tournament so that they can get an automatic bid.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably threatened to sue them. Oh, I see Vegas Golden Knights coverage is in. Nice.
Very nice.
What a turnaround for them, huh? They fired Gallant for no reason at all, and they're playing as good as you expect them to play, and it has nothing to do with the firing of their coach.
If you look at that underlying analytics, I think like they were originally playing good to begin with. It's just their goaltending was pretty bad, and they fixed that with Robin Lehner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm at home inside of a TP Fortress. And I've got a bunch of milk sandwiches that I'm going to live off of for the next 2 years or so.
I think that's pretty much how we're all going to be.
Oh, man, look at all these people. And I don't give it to Chuck's here, Vegas Golden Knight. Y'all are crap. Was it an invasion squad or something? What the fuck's going on here?
Probably because nobody can go anywhere. It's probably one of those situations.
Right. They're all jacking off with hand sanitizer. They're just.
That's pretty much what we have to do. We have to, pretty much what's going to happen. We're all just going to be jacking off. And that's why everyone's buying toilet paper. It's not for cleaning the ass. It's for, there's a cum rag. Everyone's trying to jack off. They know it's going to be a while.
I always use that terrible towel that you got.
That's a long time, old rag. That thing got a little smelly, so I had to throw it out.
Was it like hard as a tile that you buy at Home Depot? Is that how stiff it had become?
Maybe. I think it may have been as stiff as like the end of bread crust, kind of like that.
Yeah. That's pretty. Or like a cast. You know how they put that plaster on your arm and then it hardens? That's what your terrible towel has become, like a nice plaster cast in the shape of a pepper cracker.
Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, we actually got lucky with the MLB because we wouldn't have. I mean, we were able to get in the clubhouse and get interviews. You wouldn't have been able to do that. Yep. I don't know if we would have been able to even get to Marlins camp.
I don't know what's happening with Mark out there in Arizona. Like, are they just going to send him home now because he can't interact with people?
Well, I mean, unless they just ban people from the crowds, that'll be the only thing.
It'll be terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. This is being blown way out of proportion.
I think it's serious, but it's more for the extremely elderly and the immunocompromised.
Yeah, right. Immunocompromised, respiratory problems, elderly, weak immune system. Don't get me wrong. My parents are old. I don't want them to get the coronavirus. But at the same time, what are we supposed to do?
Jack off. Jack off. That's all you can really do. Now. Yeah, just use your right hand and just start like a little that.
And sage advice right there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do that from now on when it comes to anything. I'm just going to jack off.
Yeah, like there were some porn sites like that were in like China or like Japan. Be like, hey, here's free porn. Stay inside.
Wow.
Like X Hamster was one of them. I want to say, I'm not sure what the other one was. I think it was like some other adult company. I can see that happening.
Darren, we're really getting demonetized. We're saying all the trigger words here.
Bitch, we've been ultra demonetized. I mean, now it's going to be with coronavirus. It's going to be with what I would say is that underneath with the World Health Organization, and it says the World Health Organization is probably sponsored by China. Now we are mega demonetized.
Yeah, it could be some. Well, you're telling the truth, okay? Yeah. Anytime you tell the truth with a conspiracy theory, like that gets demonetized. Let's go far right wing and far left wing.
Pretty much.
While we're at it, and then this whole thing will get shut down in about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I think college should be free, and labor unions should be abolished.
Well, if the colleges stay open, what is it, Berea College?
All online college should be free. And let's see, the taxation should just be done away with.
Hey, we can all get behind that.
Yep. All right, let's read some snappers.
Let's go for El Chris.
Yes.
Sorry you couldn't make it, my man. I thought you were thinking about making it to the Marlins game, but unfortunately couldn't make it. So sorry we couldn't meet you, my man. But I did want to say, man. I had it with the media and the virus. They just want to put us in panic. Also, which division will be the group of death? I say NL East. NL East, I can see AL Central maybe with Twins, Indians, and White Sox. It's like going to be 3 good teams and 2 absolute garbage ones.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think even the Marlins will be competitive in the NL East, like at least stubborn. I'm not saying that they're going to win 60 sets or they're not going to win 80 games.
Well, they'll be competitive at least. They'll be better than last year. I mean, even for like some of the free agents they signed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you brought in Cervelli, you brought in Corey Dickerson. You have, I think, a couple other guys, too, I want to say. Jonathan VR.
Yep. VR is nice. Mm-hmm. You got Jazzy Chisholm.
I think he may need a few more months in AAA before he's truly ready. I don't think he's been called up to the big show yet.
He was the starter. I mean, he was starting shortstop when we were there. I mean, I think that they're looking at him as being the starter. Jazz Chisholm kind of sounds like a porno name, right?
Well, I mean, all you have to do is say Jizz Chasm, and boom, you have a demonetized name.
Yep, Jizz Chasm. What's like Gunner Phoenix? That would be like a good male porn name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rod Johnson. All right, keep her going.
Pretty much Tucker Watt 94 for 666. Sign of the devil. Meet the Mets. Beat the Mets. Step right up and sweep the Mets. Bring your kids, bring your wife. Guaranteed to get divorced that night.
Did you watch Stark Raving Sports, the vlog that they put up?
Yes, I just did.
It was very entertaining. Mm-hmm. I liked how they did it.
Yeah, I'm shooting for mine to be out tomorrow. But I'm mainly waiting for a few confirmations, but I should be good to go.
Nice. Why would you need confirmation? I think that's the people that were supposed to review the stuff there the MLB said go ahead and rip it. Like, you don't have to wait on them.
Pretty much. I know, like, it's more because I'm putting a sponsorship on the vid, like a quick.
Oh, okay.
So that too.
Yeah. Look at this, Stark Raving Sports. How many YouTubers can we get in one stream? We've got everyone's at home jacking off. That's what it is. We've got Tucker White in here, Stark Raving Sports. I'm sure
we could probably get Chisel Adonis and Jillian Fisher.
Yep. Jill will come in. Yep, I see SRS Matt in here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a YouTuber, press F. If you have Dodger of Zion, you know, she's makes Twitch. She's a Twitch streamer. Cole Adams here.
Yeah, I see him every now and then.
And yeah, I'm seeing all these YouTubers in here. I don't give to Chuck. Everyone's here. What is Grav gonna come in? Everyone's at home just fucking with their hands behind their head, just, you know, fucking their pizza boxes, because this is how coronavirus has done us all.
Oh, it'll get worse. Don't worry. It'll get worse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's starting to spread in, like, you know, Washington, New York, Cali.
Michael Magnum, he's got a YouTube channel. He's here. I'm sure Perna's, you know, tugging one out.
Yeah, he's going to send a $2 Snapchat saying, talk about that's good sports.
Yes. I mean, probably cheaper, right?
Yep.
All right, Tucker White 94 for $2. WWE comes to Yinzerland next Monday.
That's if they don't ban large gatherings.
I don't think Vince McMahon is afraid of fucking the coronavirus.
Oh, I don't think he is.
All right, enough with the F, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we good. We haven't it hasn't hit Pittsburgh yet. It's on the other side of the state.
They were spreading all types of coronavirus with that huge beer snake. That was, I think every cup in the stadium made it to the beer snake, which is pretty smart because then they can just shove it in the trash can like all at once and there's no cleanup. It's kind of brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. GN for $5. Brian France sues parody account on Twitter at DrunkBrianF despite being convicted of a DUI. Brian France is a low cow. Drew more attention to himself. Yeah, I actually saw that. David Land tweeted that out, and then I retweeted it because I thought it was hilarious that Brian France would think that a parody called Drunk Brian F is him.
That's what Brian France does, dude.
Yeah, what a thin-skinned little bitch.
James Dolan syndrome, baby.
I probably wouldn't say that to his face. Like if I saw Brian France, like I'd be like,
I wouldn't even recognize who Brian France even is.
He looks very punchable, but
very punchable and probably pretty drunk.
Opportunity to tell off Jeff Wilpon, and I didn't. So, but why would I say I'm not disappointed in the Wilpons?
I was not a Mets fan. I was not at Mets camp, so I mean I would have been afraid. It's like, oh god, it's the Wilpons. I want to do something so bad. Why can't I do something right now? And then I get banned, and everyone would cry.
Oh, in that whole scenario, it wasn't very easy to approach people. Like I went up to Howie Rose at like the last second and like thanked him for being a great announcer, but it wasn't very easy. Like I wanted to talk to Ron Darling, but I really never got the chance to say, hey, you know, my dad's a big fan of yours and all that shit, but I never got to. Who cares? Like I'm not a actual media person. It's not like I'm going to have another opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there could be other chances.
There could. I showed the footage of Tim Tebow taking warm-ups to my wife, and she almost creamed herself.
Oh, God.
She was remarking at... Dude, his legs are so huge. Like, I was looking at the footage. Like, he flexes his leg, and another leg comes out of his leg, and then flexes again.
Oh, so like Alien. You know, like, you have the tongue in the tongue.
Dude is ripped. He was... You weren't there. Matt and Dan saw him up close, and he was very ripped.
Yeah, I was still flying, so that's why I didn't make it.
All right, you do the Mekhi Wilson.
Let's go Mekhi Wilson for $2. Ivy League tournament canceled. Yale wins. What the fuck?
Yeah, we kind of discussed that earlier, and it's I'm telling you, Yale threatened litigation on the whole thing, and that's how they got. I used to work with a lab, and Yale is like the most litigious, evil organization ever, and they are awful, awful people. So I can see that.
That sounds like Yale.
Yeah, I really wish that Yale, like, I don't wish bad things to happen to people except Yale.
Well, Yale is an institution.
They're awful people. They're in Connecticut. They're terrible. They're bad. And my uncle went to Yale. My late uncle went to Yale, and he's not a bad person, but Yale, bad people. The Simpsons since '90, and I can guarantee you, no graduate of that school is watching this fucking stream right now.
Yeah.
The Simpsons since '90. Watching a Sharks game next week will remind me of that O's game from 2015. Yes,
it'll just be awkward as hell.
Oh my gosh, you could hear a pin drop. You could hear a pin drop, which is now a normal Tuesday game at Camden Yard.
It'll just be letting your fucking hopes down, just like the Sharks in general. Ugh.
You play like it just reminds you of being like a 10-year-old playing at the rink during skate hours, you know? There's like 10 parents there. We're all freezing, and yeah,
Especially since, like, you're used to guys like Joe Thornton and Marlowe. They're used to playing under 20,000 fans for like 20 years.
Didn't Marlowe get traded?
Yeah, but still.
Is Jumbo still on the squad though?
Jumbo's still on the Sharks. And it'll probably be his last year because he's done.
Is he still there?
Yeah,
Jumbo.
Marlowe, I mean, I hope he wins the cup, but I don't think he is, now with how bad the Pens have been playing as of late.
Boy, was he fast back in the day.
Marlowe, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Original burner. Like, he was Michael Grabner, Carl Hagelin when he first hit the league. So much speed. Aaron Sherwood, $4.99. Speaking of Madden, what are your thoughts on 2K making a deal with the NFL to make football games again? I am thrilled, even though they're saying, "Oh, it's not going to be
simulation." Madden isn't even a simulation. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Simulation, or if Madden is the Matrix, like apparently in the Matrix with Keanu Reeves, people get decapitated and are able to pass footballs out of their asshole. Because that's the level of realism that Madden is. It's not a good game, man. You talk to anyone that plays Madden for a sustained period of time, they really start to hate the game after a while.
I haven't liked Madden since 2004, and that was supposed to be its pinnacle. I thought, like, this game sucks. I liked NFL 2K5 infinitely better.
On the cover, that one was great. What you could do is throw a corner route to the end zone and it would beat man coverage, like
pretty much. That's what I mean. It's like you couldn't defend like deep balls. It's like, really?
No.
I mean, although to be fair, the NFL adapted to Madden and not the other way around. So
I think it was Madden 2003. You could motion your receiver to the left, and then snap the ball when he was behind the offensive line, and he would break into his route between two offensive linemen, and one of those offensive linemen would like block the defender, so he would get sprung and be completely wide open. Like, it was insane. And yeah, it was nutty. All right, you read Dodger of Zion
for Dodger of Zion. It's time to start the madness. The girls are number 1 overall and the men are stuck in bubble purgatory. How the fuck do you lose to Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt used to be good, like, for a hot minute. And then they fell apart.
Yeah, the men are going to have a tough go of it all. Dodge, you want to jump in? What's wrong with your men? Control your mans.
That is a good question, because I'm starting to think more and more that Frank Martin taking them to the Final Four in 2017 was more an anomaly and not a trend. Because they have a couple good quality wins. They beat Kentucky, I think. It was Kentucky that they beat this year, and then how the fuck do you lose to Vanderbilt? They're like 2-14 in the SEC.
I don't know. Pitt's lost every game for the last 6 weeks. So tell me.
VCU, my team, VCU, they were on their way. They beat Dayton, and it looked like they were going to be a nice at-large bid. And, Sands making the tournament, and then they shit the bed, and they've been terrible. They lost to U of R, and so yeah, it's going to be a rough.
They lost to a bunch of spiders.
And it's okay though. I mean, they're not missing much. Apparently, the tournament, they're just gonna
Good evening. My name is James Williams.
they're just gonna play in front of Doris Burke. It's all for her.
Well,
Right?
we shall see. We shall see. But before you guys get back to the Snapper chats, I have a couple of announcements for the wonderful people here. Well, first of all, we will be having an afterburn. There will be an afterburn tonight. No toilet paper or hand sanitizer required. So, there you go.
No, I forgot. No, it wasn't Dayton who they beat. Hold on. They beat somebody good. Oh, keep going with your announcement. You're right, Cole.
All right.
You're right. They beat somebody good though.
Not letting that one slide. So another announcement is Sunday night at 6 o'clock. I will be streaming with these two gentlemen. I will be streaming a live reaction to the bracket reveal. So go ahead and join me on my Twitch channel on Sunday at 6 o'clock. I will have the CBS broadcast on my TV, and I will be filling in the bracket live on stream. So go ahead and jump there, and we will be doing an afterburn tonight. And again, no hand sanitizer or toilet paper required.
Nice. I don't need either of those. I like to jerk off manually.
Well, I don't like lotion. I prefer, toilet paper to keep it clean. But otherwise, we're good.
Like using a used cast. But at least it didn't start out that way.
Used cast can be a little fucked up.
Dodge.
And of course we circle back to jerking off. Of course we do.
It all comes back.
It's a male stream. What do you expect? It's always going to come down to jerking off.
Nice phrasing, dude.
Yeah, phrasing. Oh, so
nice phrasing.
We're not doing phrasing.
And we are extra demonetized.
We've been extra demonetized for about 3 months.
All right, so I'll see you gentlemen after the show.
Peace out.
See ya.
Out. Tucker White, 94. Preds 1. Habs 0.
A little update there. It's now Preds 3, Habs 0. So, 2 more goals since that chat. Man, Montreal is so fucked.
They're so fucked.
Ultra fucked.
The farthest they have gone is 2 wins in a conference final against a shaky Rangers team.
Mm-hmm. And they also, I think it was also, they randomly upended the Pens and Capitals one year with Yaroslav Halak playing out of his mind.
Yeah, and they had Max Pacioretty. They traded him away, and now he's a stud.
Mm-hmm.
And
they did get Nick Suzuki out of it, though, so.
I mean, then Gallagher, where's he? Is he still on the team?
Yep, Gallagher's still on the team. Galchenyuk was gone. But
Galchenyuk got sent. PK Subban was a Hab.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of...
Well, he's falling apart.
All right, keep her going.
Let's go with Ace Condus for 5. Remember that Take-Two 2K is just as bad as EA. So get ready for slot machines and card packs in your shiny new NFL game aimed at children. Yeah, NBA 2K can get really skeevy with that shit.
Oh, dude, and NFL or NBA 2K, the AI at the end of games and shit is very sketchy. So don't put them above EA. EA, it's just like going from Lenin to Stalin here. Come on, and we're demonetized. Don't put so much stock in 2K, but it's good that there's competition. That's the only good thing.
It'll just be a new Ultimate Team. All they care about are the Ultimate Teams because that's what makes them the most money.
I think what would be hilarious if they just ported a version of NFL 2K5 to all the platforms and just was like, yeah, we thought we couldn't do any better than this.
It probably would be better than most options. I wouldn't mind that. Just NFL 2K5 with an updated graphics or roster.
Yep.
That's all you really have to do. Nobody's done first-person football since NFL 2K5.
Oh. Nope.
Nick Shannon for 5. Pens Jackets on Thursday, somehow not canceled. General Hospital on Ice lives on.
Until someone gets a confirmed case.
Pretty much. That's what'll probably happen with the NHL or the MLB. Ohio, I think, has a couple cases in Cleveland.
Isn't it? Do all these people shut down? Do we shut down the tournament for the flu every year?
I don't know, man. I mean, Italy just canceled. It postponed or canceled Serie A games, which is, if you're canceling the Premier League of football in a European nation, I think that's a serious issue because Italy's getting wrecked.
I have to correct you there. It's Serie A.
Serie
That's how you say that.
Sorry.
Serie A. And then I think the B one is Serie B. I don't know. It's Bay. I don't know. I like thinking I'm smarter than people when I'm really not.
Yeah. I don't know much Italiano, so
Smarter than anyone.
that'll do it.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Let's keep on
All right.
going here. Beast of Metal 1989 for 20. Bad news, Schlosser. That army I was assembling to march on PPG Paints Arena is being diverted to Hendrick Motorsports HQ because I need to stop Alan Gustafson from fucking up any more potential Chase Elliott wins.
Hey, Beastie, I gotta let you know. I talked to some people. Tree and I should be attending Martinsville on May 9th, by the way. So, all you NASCAR fans out there, if you want to meet, and I say meet by MEAT, if you want to meet either of us, hopefully the coronavirus hasn't shut us down, but we are going to that race pending approval. So, we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited. I haven't gone to a NASCAR race since the year 2000. So it'll be 20 years for me.
I haven't been to a NASCAR race ever. I wanted to go when I was a kid, but it was all too far away.
Plan on getting very drunk and maybe showing my tits. Maybe.
I do not want to see those tits. Sorry, man.
You've seen them already. You've seen them.
Whatever you think I
in
give a
Canada.
shit. I don't give a shit.
You've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
when we were
because
hanging
you
out
were
at the pool all day?
indecent exposure, man. Indecent exposure. I was traumatized for life. Charges belong in San Diego for 5. Dylan Bundy doing well? What? As an Angels fan, I'm quite surprised, but if we develop La Stella to be an all-star, then Bundy must be next, lol.
Angels could be dangerous. You know?
They keep saying that every year, but the problem is they don't have the pitching and, like, the support to back it up.
About Ohtani.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, and they didn't ruin him. Like, Justin Upton fell apart last year. They had Matt Harvey and Trevor Cahill. They both fell apart. Cody Allen fell apart last year.
Yeah.
It's like
they never
nothing
really
worked out.
Yeah, and they also had lost a teammate, which was awful, you know, and it was bad. It was a bad year last year for them. Anyways, Beast of Metal 1989 for $10. Your talk of free pornography merely saddens me, for it reminds me that Yes Porn Please got a DMCA nuke dropped on it by Brazzers a few weeks ago. Not that they weren't cruising for that, but still. I think they're all owned by the same...
I think so.
Same.
Were they hardcore raw dogged like a Brazzers flick?
No, you know how these aggregators kind of come together, and I just don't know how they can continue to steal from the big sites for so long.
Yeah,
but
it's just it didn't hurt them that much, but now it's like, okay, we've had enough.
Not hard to find that stuff. You just have to know where to look.
Hey,
All right. Speaking of that, the current jerking off, man. Bullwine 85. Thoughts on the Yelich extension?
he's gonna get paid
I
like
think it's a
deferred
good
money for
deal.
like 20 years. I mean, I'm surprised Milwaukee
Yeah.
was able to keep him. I just don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just don't hope it turns into another Ryan Braun situation where he just like he falls apart.
Yeah, that's true. He did get injured last year, and I think but I don't know if it was a great deal for him. You know, if
I think he just
continues
wanted to
this
stay in
production-
Milwaukee.
That is the first. Someone wants to stay in Milwaukee, huh?
I mean, it's a quaint little town.
Yelich seems like a good dude. Like, I think he would have stayed in Miami forever.
Yeah,
they
but
would
then
not.
Miami blew it up, and Yelich said, "Fuck it, I want out of here."
Would have stayed forever. Sad. We could have met Christian Yelich.
Well, I mean, 2 years ago, you would have had Giancarlo, Christian Yelich, Marcelo Zuna.
Oh, we would have had Mike. His name was Mike back then.
No, it was Giancarlo for a couple years after. Mike
Okay, I
Stanton was
thought
like
it-
5-6 years ago.
Mike Stanton sounds like a middle reliever.
Well, he was a middle
Oh,
reliever.
He was. That's right. A left-hander for both the Mets and the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't know why I'm making that noise. Big Daddy Sizzler 5 for $5. Average sports fans, how are games going to work with no fans in the stands? Us 7 Chargers fans, fuck you.
It'll just
It's a
be like a
hard knock
WNBA game. It's just like nobody's there. They just play.
WNBA is like, no one's getting. Come to our games. No one's getting the coronavirus.
Yep, we're under 1,000 people. We'll live.
For WNBA,
And that's how they maintain dominance. That's how they win.
you show dominance.
Mm-hmm.
Is you the other guy's dick. That's right. And then you're just like, I'm the dominant one.
Mm-hmm.
John Pinkerton for $5.69. Which has more passes, the entire Daytona 500 or the Penn's power play? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, who's the coach in charge of the power play?
Probably Mark Recchi or Sergei Gonchar. That's been an issue with the Penn's power play for like 12 years. They always like try and pass and make that perfect shot. It's like, really? It's either that or they can't even get in the zone at all. Like, zone entry's been terrible.
In the Cup years, they had a pretty good power play.
Yeah.
When Crosby and Malkin are on the ice at the same time. And Letang.
Every once in a while, but sometimes they get too cute.
Yeah. Does Sheary play on that line with, or is he still there, Sheary?
Yeah, they traded for him back.
Anyways. Oh, Alex Jones was charged with the DUI.
Yeah, I think didn't he like get like the level's like 0.8 and he was like 0.079 or some shit.
Oh, so they just decided to stick it to him.
I was like, whatever. I'll probably give publicity and they'll probably drop the charges or some shit.
His wife called. Yeah, he doesn't look as fucked up as Brian France was in his mugshot. Alex looks like he just got offset. Like he doesn't. He claims he wasn't.
Alex
even
Jones
legally
looks the same no matter what.
Aliens abducted him, and that they arrested his body double.
Mm-hmm.
You read V-Man.
V-Man 29397 for 5. Where did the Yankees med staff get their degrees? Drumpf University? By the way, I hope someone makes a 7 Stages of Grief Pats edition if Brady leaves.
It's not going to happen.
I feel like most Pats fans are like, okay, whatever, go. I mean, it's like you're mostly going on nostalgia instead of the future.
It's not like it was with Joe Montana. Like Joe Montana was clearly at the end of his run with the Niners, and Steve Young was Jesus incarnate, and or Brigham Young, whatever. He was Joseph Smith. I forget. I see. We're just getting into new territory here.
Yeah, but now we're ultra demonetized.
Yeah, there's nobody waiting in the wings for Brady, and he's still got a lot of ability. You know, he led him to 12 wins and a playoff appearance. Like, how many?
It's because the AFC East is a joke, and he was more of a game manager. It was because of their defense.
They're still a fucking joke. You still have Sam Darnold and Josh Allen, and who's the Miami quarterback?
Fitzception.
Fitzception. Bring him back for another year, and you can coast to your 80th consecutive AFC East championship. And then he can finally just retire.
Or maybe it's a situation where they'll suck, they'll go 2-14, and land into Trevor Lawrence for another 20 years of dominance.
Would be so Belichickian, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, then that's a win-win. You just lose 1 year. I don't know. Maybe Belichick is. I mean, you lost last year. You didn't win a championship. So what's the difference? What's the difference?
It's very Machiavellian. You have to do that, though.
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. Chiefs aren't afraid of him anymore. It's like that look on their face when who was it? Who finally took down? I don't know. When the Bulls took over from the Pistons. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're shocked that the Chiefs are here to bully people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You keep it reading.
Yep. David Benjamin for 5. Welcome to 2020. Airline stocks are cheap. People don't attend sporting events anymore. I come out as gay, and pandemonium grips the world. Thank you.
Oh. Yeah, I like how he just snuck him coming out right there.
It's just like snuck it out there. It's like, oh yeah, everything's going to shit. Oh yeah, I'm gay. Everything's going to hell.
Uh-huh. No, I talked to David earlier in the week, and that's something that he wanted to do. And we're accepting of everyone's lifestyle. Really doesn't matter your sexual orientation here. You are family, and I think anybody that has a problem with that has a problem with me.
The way I see it, it's like I really don't care. It's just like, okay, you're gay, so what's the big deal? It's like, okay.
I know. It's 2020, but I think there's still.
Well, I mean, things have
anxiety.
gotten sensitized. It's not as bad as it was, say, like 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, when I was in high school, we knew whoever, like, nobody was outed at all in a high school of 1,600 kids. Like, no one was outed. I'm like, come on. The statistics show that I think 10% of us were gay, and none of them were out. So, yeah, I think in 2020 things are different, but I think there's still anxiety to it. There's different pressures that people face, and it still takes courage to do this on a public on the public stage. And so for that, I commend you. Here we go.
That is.
I think that's our first on the dumpster fire.
Yeah, that is a first. We're breaking trends and pioneering.
Yep. And you came out to me like 2 years ago, so I knew already. That time that you grabbed my balls and just kind of jiggled them for a while, I knew.
Once again, that was a drug-induced mania from you. You
No,
wanted that, I refused.
Just saying, when I was the big spoon down at West Palm, so you don't get to call the shots like that.
You had your private bedroom. You were the only room with a bathroom, you ass.
know.
It was for
You know
a
what was
bribe.
weird about that shower? So the shower had there was a big window that was like opened up to the outside fence. Now no one could see in, but it was very kind of disturbing. Like, I was like, oh, I guess if someone were to be doing maintenance here, they would see me buck naked and rubbing out ye old batch. I'd be preventing the spread of the coronavirus.
Yes, apparently that is the key. You have to jack off, and it boosts your immune system.
That's the way. Like, there's so many reasons to jack off now. It's like, don't leave the house and boost your immune system. And, you can't catch the coronavirus from yourself. Can't do it.
Nope.
Nope.
Definitely
Or
can't.
apparently you can, if you touch your face, though, you can get it.
Well, touch your face, or like if you... I mean, masks can help prevent touching your face, but it's
If you
also...
finger your own butthole, you're in trouble.
I think because that's a mucous membrane, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. So they said don't finger your own butthole, but just use a butt plug and you're good.
Yes. And cover your eyes, because the eyes are a mucous membrane, too. I see a lot of
you
people wearing
always-
masks, but nobody's wearing eye things, so it's like, you're still going to get coronavirus. I was seeing people at the airport. There were a couple people wearing masks. Dude wearing a full beard, which doesn't work, because particles are going to get in through the beard. I saw a guy, like, wear a mask, but his nasal passages were open. It's like, then what the hell's the point of wearing a mask if you're not going to cover your nose?
You got to wear an entire hazmat suit like in Back to the
No,
Future.
what you have
if
to wear
want
is like a well-fitted N95 and proper eye protection that covers your entire eye.
You should wear a ghillie suit, honestly. Just a ghillie suit and hide from the coronavirus. If it can't see you, it can't kill you.
Or maybe
I
it's like the
guarantee
Predator.
you-
If it bleeds, we can kill it. We
I
gotta make
fucking
it bleed.
guarantee you, when I look at this stream tomorrow, that dot is going to be so yellow. It's going to be the shape of the actual virus. When I look at monetization status, it's going to be like, no, you've been YouTube corona'd. That's
No,
right.
we're gonna have like a little advertisement like coronavirus is a disease. Here is the World Health Organization's recommendations. It's gonna be one of those situations.
Oh, yes, maybe. You guys think you're funny, huh?
And normally we wouldn't talk about this, but the situation's forced our hand. So
Chibi Dirt Golems for $10, reviving the old rivalry tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern with North Dakota State versus University of North Dakota in the Summit League Championship game. First time since 1993. Winner goes dancing. Go Bison. I guess that is North Dakota State.
yep,
Are
North Dakota
Bison,
State. Yep, he was
and
rooting
then
for them in
University
December.
of North Dakota. Man. Right there. Them North Dakotans. There's no coronavirus up there.
Not yet.
Like that.
Let me take a look at the updates
None.
here.
I'll tell you, North Dakota is going to inherit the earth because they're like, we don't have more than 1,000 people in the state to gather, so we're good.
No, Wyoming's gonna dominate. They
We
don't
don't
have
do
over
that.
a million people.
We don't do that hugging stuff. We don't touch each other. We don't do none of that.
Yep.
Monster. Oh, Beast of Metal 1989, coronavirus now in all 7 cities of Hampton Roads. I have no idea how this could have happened so quickly. It's not like we're a Navy town. Yeah, no shit. You got troops coming in from the Far East, the Middle East, from the Middle West, the Midwest, Europe, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it's going to spread here to Richmond. My kid already has the flu.
Atlanta, went through, and I had a redirect through Atlanta, so I'm like, oh shit, did I get coronavirus?
I think you have ball cancer.
Oh, that's been proven for a while.
And
Atlanta did give me ball cancer.
Yep. You have potty mouth.
I've had that since I was 5.
I remember one time I got in a lot of trouble because I wrote every cuss word down that I knew at like age 7, and like my mom saw it. It said like "fuck" written in bad crayon. It was very hilarious. My sister actually ratted me out. She's like, "You wrote cuss words down?" I was like, "Yeah." It was like the word shit and fuck, and I didn't know what they meant. I just knew that they were bad. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Keep her going.
Yep, that I can, sir. Let's go for Tonester. 869 for 310. It's my 23rd birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
I love the birthday.
Celebrating with pizza alone, which that isn't a bad idea. Like, sometimes chilling alone can be peaceful.
You're not contracting the coronavirus.
Yes, and you can just sit back and jack off while eating a pizza.
Take yourself out on a date, and usually when you do that, you put out.
Yeah.
Don't be a bitch. Yeah, slut it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at those Twitch thoughts on Twitch.
Yeah,
it's just like they just like sex each other up, and you got a bunch of simps paying them money and just throwing shit at them. It's like, here, let me look at your foot. They're like, okay.
You know what? If I were a hot woman, I would take full advantage.
Exactly. Why aren't we doing that, man? Oh, right, because we're bald, fat, and ugly.
You did, though. You got into a romper and, you sold your body for money.
Well, we're all whores. You have to remember that.
Yeah. I don't see what the difference between us and the Twitch thoughts is besides breasts. I mean, come on.
I could pass off for breasts, but they're really flat breasts.
Yeah, they're not very juicy.
They're not juicy at all. They're just a little muscle there, but mostly a little bit of flab. It's just like there's not much there.
What do you think
it's like an A cup?
Hold on. What do you think is the last shocking field for a woman to get into that would cause a massive simp following again? Because there's women in gaming, right? There's women in sports now. What is the last thing? Like, what do you think would cause like a simp revolution? I don't even know.
Probably one of the men's leagues.
If like a woman became a kicker.
Well, like in the NFL or the NBA or MLB.
Woman coach now in the NFL. I think we've reached it. I think we're not actually, we're not at equality, but I think there's no more fields that are open for a woman to penetrate other than being a male porn star. Then we'd be obsolete.
Well, that's pretty much what they're doing. They're penetrating with their big black strap-ons of diversity.
If we weren't demonetized before. James Amadei for $4.99. How long will the coronavirus left over or under July? I'm going to go under because they got to move on to something, right?
Yeah.
They're going to go on to like hopefully a cruise ship, like a stomach virus completely takes over a cruise ship and everyone's like shitting themselves for weeks on a cruise ship, and then everyone's afraid of that, and then everyone will be like, well, it's just a stomach virus. Diarrhea is a lot less scary than death.
People die from diarrhea all the time.
I know. Think of all of our viewers. Like, they're just getting killed by our diarrhea of the mouth. Die from diarrhea all the time. That's got to be the worst way to go, right? I think about drowning and maybe getting burned alive, but explosive diarrhea as a cause of death, I think would be one of the worst ways to go.
Yeah.
Horrible explosive diarrhea.
Sounds pretty bad. Battlefield 54 for 5. If the XFL were... Damn it. Fucking YouTube did it again. If the XFL were to stay afloat for 3 years and decide to expand, where do y'all think they will go?
Everywhere that the coronavirus is not.
So everyone's going to North Korea. Got it.
No, there's gonna be a league in North Dakota and South Dakota, right? Because they'll be all that's left.
Yep.
I think they don't have the coronavirus in North Korea because anybody that has a sniffle is getting thrown
Yeah,
into
they're just
a
getting
wood
shot.
chipper. Right. They're getting executed with anti-aircraft guns. They're just like, we're not dealing with this. Our fearless leader not accept a coronavirus patient. We kill them now, and we are demonetized in another language out this motherfucker. Like,
Well,
if there's
you're half
one
Asian,
episode-
so you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah, I'm Asian. I can get away with it. I lived in Korea for 2 years, so I'm good.
See, if
don't-
I said that, we'd be canceled. You,
but I
a
can't.
little different.
So, if I say something against Yinzers, does that get us canceled though? If I'm like, yeah, eat this fucking Pittsburgher, you fucking fuckers.
Nobody gives a shit about Yinzers. You're fine.
I am Asian. If I have to submit my profile picture to YouTube for verification, I think we should be good there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at my birth certificate. My mom's from Thailand. We're good here. Where were we?
We have Kevin
Kevin Von
Von
Michael.
Von Magnum for 10. 1 week until
For
free
10,
agent
one-
frenzy, and we can't trust the media about the Titans QB options. Lovely. Do you believe that rumor about Tom Brady going to the Titans?
I don't know. Let's bring in Kevin to speak about this.
Sounds pretty
Kevin.
fucked up.
Yeah, he's in Nashville. He should have more. He should be our man on the street here. What are the rumors that are percolating here? There? The mic working?
Kevin,
Kevbo. Kevy. Is he muted? Nope. I got him unmuted. Unless you got to push to talk.
Hold
or
on.
something.
I figured it out. Try it now. Kevin, you there?
Is this thing on?
Yep, sorry, I figured out what happened.
Finally. I don't know what's going on. But yeah,
Thing on? Is this thing on?
sorry about that.
It's cool. I know what happened. I think I had you your volume down for whatever reason, then I put it back up. Probably because of the
Oh.
previous stream. So, sorry about that.
That's
dude.
alright. But anyway,
These
everyone's been like up in arms. For like weeks, there's like a civil war going on. People have died. We want Brady. No, we still want Tannehill. Everyone's trying to kill each other now. It's been horrible.
I don't get sweating Tannehill though. It's like
I don't either, honestly.
it's like you got really drunk, you hooked up with maybe a little bit bigger girl, and then she gave you really good head, and you're like, all right, we gotta go with this. And then the hot chick is all like, come on, man, I know you want to hit this, but then you remember that night that you were really drunk and you needed Brian Tannehill to put on some hand sanitizer and give you that handy in the back of
And Ryan,
a bar on
well, let's put it
Broadway.
this way: if Ryan Tannehill is like in that hypothetical situation, it's like, that felt pretty good. Maybe I should do it again. Because sometimes the hot chick is really bad in bed,
It's true. I've had hot chicks lay there like a fish.
like skeleton. It's like, dude, really? Come on.
All right, come on. Can we do something?
Yeah,
but then
just
you're like,
like,
it's a hot chick.
That's
But then you're like, it's a hot chick, and you're just like, okay.
It's like
I mean,
you're
I
fucking
get
a
it.
mannequin, though. Come on.
I think for you, that was a mannequin, though.
That was a real doll, not a mannequin. There's
Why
a
would
term
you
for it.
I don't understand why they put a voice box in that thing. It's like that. Doesn't that just defeat the purpose?
I don't know. I think it's just
Why would you want the real doll to talk? 'Cause,
simulation.
afterwards she's gonna be like, "Can you go out and get me some Chinese food?" And you're like, "What? On your phone? Come on."
Yep. Next, you're gonna have to pay like $60 worth of drinks for her at an upscale martini bar.
Right. You know what's terrible? I got a real doll and it was like, let's just be friends.
Pretty much.
All right, thanks for checking in, Kevin, and
Yes, sir.
we're glad to see you back.
Definitely, man. I'm glad you're feeling better,
The
dude.
off season. Yes. Draft's coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Simpson sends 90 for 2. Mr. Burns was a Yaley. Of course they're terrible.
Others, please sue the tournament committee so that we can win and go dancing. Okay, Mr. Smithers. Or no, wait. Okay, Mr. Burns.
That wasn't a very good Mr. Smithers. Can you do Mr. Smithers?
I don't think I really can do a Mr. Smithers.
Mr. Burns, I'd like to. My favorite episode is when he imagines Mr. Burns singing "Happy Birthday."
Oh,
to
yeah.
him. Happy birthday, Mr. Smithers.
No, the other one was the when he turned on his computer. Hello,
Oh, yeah,
Smithers. You're quite good at turning me on. Yes. That was beautiful.
Oh, Nick Shannon. Tree, what college football team does Pittsburgh generally support? My understanding is that Pitt and PSU fight for superiority, with WVU more popular in the South and Ohio State to the West and the North. Well, I guess
That's about right. I mean, Ohio State,
Yeah.
I don't really get much of that here. There's a little West Virginia, but Pitt and PSU are pretty much like in a dogfight.
Aren't you disgusted by Penn State and Happy
Oh,
Valley?
God, yeah.
As a Pitt fan,
They're,
they probably talk a lot of shit because
they're arrogant as fuck and everything, and I feel glad whenever they lose. Because a good thing happens in the world when Penn State loses.
I feel that way.
Because they'll
I
still
just-
celebrate, like, wondering where the statue is of Joe Pa. It's like, really? Victim complexes, man. Victim complexes.
complex. Century for California 10. Can't watch since I have an important thing now, but I want to leave a message. There will be no NHL or NBA playoffs. Damn, son, the virus
That's
is going
worst
to be
case scenario.
bad. Hate to say it, but forget baseball this summer too. Damn, everything's canceled.
That's
I better.
so, I mean, like,
I'm
if it's
going-
like, if
I'm-
it lasts that long, then we're all fucked.
I'm going to what's that place called? Cabela's, and I'm just gonna buy all the ammunition for all my guns that I own. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm just gonna buy a gun.
Yep.
I have a couple
Yeah,
knives,
you need
but
a
that's
gun,
really
man.
about it.
All I know is when the shit hits the fan, I'm gonna look at everyone that tried to take my guns from me and be like, you get no quarter in this space here. And then I'm also gonna remember who was vegan or not, and be like, nope, you don't get to eat that rat that I hunted down and killed. I'm gonna eat you because you're food now, and you didn't view meat as food. Though I can understand being vegan for dietary reasons. So I'll give you a pass there. Right after I eat your thigh bone.
Yes.
Cannibalism. We've covered everything here. We've covered cannibalism, racism, not really homophobia. We've been very supportive of that. Anything else? Draconian rule.
Jacking off.
Jacking off.
Big
cancer.
black strap-on dildos of diversity.
Is there anything else that we can say? Cunt. We can just throw the word cunt in there.
Yes, and I'll be messaged by a certain somebody about 20 times about that word.
Yep. CrossFit. Have we hated on CrossFit at all?
No.
Should do that. Anything else? Should we just mention Trump? Just say Trump.
Well, somebody
that-
said Drumpf in
no.
a comment, so...
Yeah. Or Obama, either one. And anything else we need to throw in here to really clinch the yellow dot?
The birth
here?
certificates from Obama. We'll talk about that. Let's do Tea Party, Occupy Wall Street, Bernie Sanders.
No
Let's talk
cancer.
about Venezuela. Let's go
Yep.
also Italy and the CCP. Yeah, let's talk about China.
Yep. China. Anything there? Yeah. Wuhan virus.
Well, that's racist. We can't say Wuhan virus for whatever reason.
Yeah, do racist imitation of Kim Jong Un, right?
Yep.
And any other sensitive subjects? Should we say Antifa?
Yep, Antifa would be good. Let's go with the alt-right.
Talked about guns. Talked about guns. Yep, did that. I
Nazis.
think we hit them all. Nazis. Yeah. We're just saying every word.
Pretty much.
Let's just read all the trigger words. All the trigger words.
Health
George
at every
Carlin.
size.
Yep. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And now
Big
back
Daddy
to our
Sizzlify. You read that
regularly
one.
scheduled shit
Read that
posting.
one.
Big Daddy Sizzlify for 5. Have you guys thought about doing a March Madness pool for us dumpster fire people? Not for money, just for bragging rights or something. I don't know. Maybe. Didn't we do one a couple years ago?
Did and like I'll do another one. I'll do another one, but like I'll also be working on my triggering video. Cole Adams is going to appear on it,
Very
so
nice.
that's like my big video for that. Like saves my March because this is the worst time of the year for views.
Yeah, like
This
they're down
time.
for me pretty badly too.
Yeah, like you did a haters guide and it only got like 120,000.
That's what I mean. It's like it was disheartening, but I mean, I don't know. The
The-
NFL's the one that brings the views, unfortunately.
we're known for, but we just rotate through. We rotate through the sports like Demi Lovato through a circuit, like through a spinning table. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Have we covered anything else?
No,
Elton
that's it.
John, Rock Hudson. All right, where are we?
Beast,
Beast
of
of
Metal,
Metal?
1989.
You read that.
That's
one.
for 20
Read it in a
whole
funny
dollars.
voice.
Am I the only
it in a
one
funny-
becoming so inexplicably pissed with the Maple Leafs as to actively root for the Panthers to boot them from the playoffs? And yes, part of me also wants 4 to 7 nationally televised games of Florida Man on ice. I think the Maple Leafs are beating the Lightning right now 2 to 1, but that is with 13 minutes left in the third.
It's a tough matchup.
So, like, if Toronto beats Tampa Bay, Steve Dangle's going to come off saying they're going to win the cup again, and, you know, false hope.
I'm very amazed by Steve Dangle being able to monetize his love of just one team.
He got a
To the
job
point
at
that
Leafsnet for it.
But I don't know. I feel like Perna has trouble because he loves the Broncos so much, but he realized he had to cover the entire NFL, just not the Broncos. It's very hard to be an independent creator for just one team.
It's
I
also
get
because
you.
Toronto is like a huge market for hockey.
That's true. That's true. It's kind of like John Boy and the Yankees and his entire media team.
Yes, but that's also because it's the Yankees.
It's the
Like,
Yankees.
if I were to do the same thing about the Pirates, I wouldn't get jack shit. 'Cause Nobody cares about the Pirates.
I don't think people in Pittsburgh know about the Pirates.
No,
They're
they
just
don't
like,
get
"Oh,
it. All they say is nothing's cheap, and that's it. Like, literally,
we
that's
have
all
a
it is.
baseball team? I didn't even know. I thought that ballpark there was a park. I thought it was a place to take my kids on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that's all about. All right, how about this? For each remaining Snapchat, we read it in a different type of voice or ethnicity. Like, I think I should do a Jamaican man for Sean Pinkerton. Hey, man, while Corona can get an F, get fucked in the ass by a frying pan with no lube. Robert Morris is dancing. Beer cheers to everyone, man. There we go. See?
Mm-hmm.
This is
That
where
works.
we can practice our many talents right here.
Yes.
How about
talents.
what we should do is have a wheel of racism and we just spin it and it picks like, you put Irish guy up there. Yeah, that's how this
The wheel of demonetization. That's what you gotta call
This
it.
show has come full circle, literally, with the wheel of racism. And now we just spin it, and I think it just came up with an Irish guy. So you have to read Kurt Coble as an Irishman.
Kurt Coble for $5 Canadian. My aunt died yesterday from an opioid overdose. Please distract me for a little bit.
There we go. See, you read it in an Irish voice, and that was like the most serious tweet of the night. I am very sorry that happened.
That sucks. From Kurt.
Yeah,
Coble.
we didn't
from
know
an
that was
opioid
the
overdose too. That's pretty awful.
Yeah.
See, that's what you get me into. It's this horrible peer pressure, and
Well,
now we're
that's what-
ultra mega demonetized.
I mean, I'm very sad for his aunt dying, but hopefully the Irish voice made him laugh. Okay, we're here to
Hopefully.
distract people from their everyday lives,
Yeah.
and that's what he was asking for. I
Well-
feel very terrible for his loss.
I think that's how a lot of people feel with coronavirus too. They want a distraction.
Yep. well, jacking off. Once
Well,
you
jacking
bust
off
that
helps
nut,
a bit.
What do? You
Jack
gotta wait
off
like
again.
30 minutes.
You gotta wait for it to
for the
reload.
moon. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Stare at
it's
the moon for a
you can't
while.
it can't do like a quick reload like a gun. It's gotta
Yeah.
charge up like a
Airbnb,
laser.
yeah. You're at an Airbnb in West Palm. You got to walk around a little bit, just kind of check out the backyard, maybe go to a spring training game, and then
And
come
then-
back.
And then hide your real
Leave
identity
it
from the
out.
Marlins because they might kill you.
because they're not supposed to know that you're a urinating tree. All right, spin the wheel of racism. What kind of voice do you want me to do for James Amadei here?
Let's go with how about an Italian?
Italian. All right. Hey, hey, James Amadei for $1.99. Hey, which NHL coaches do you think will get fired? Hey, I'm Italian. Eh? All right.
That was the worst Italian voice I have ever heard.
Oh,
It's like
That was
it's like a
pretty bad.
Bronx voice trying to have sex with the Florida man.
Hey, what do you mean I can't stick it in your ass? Hey, all right. Okay. Bend over, huh? Okay. Oh, wait. If I did a traditional like the Mario, hey, which Italian coaches do you think are going to get the fire?
That's
eh?
what we're thinking. Yes.
Is that what you want? We've gone terrible. All right.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know which NHL coaches. Probably none at this time because it's
maybe
just
Blashill at the end of the
shit.
year, but that's it.
Flash finally. Yeah.
Maybe if like Florida doesn't make the playoff. Well, no, they threw all that money at maybe a surprise team that doesn't make the playoffs. Maybe, but a lot of coaches have already been fired.
All the firings have been fired. All right. I think for Beast of Metal, the Wheel of Racism says French guy.
Wait, you guys forgot to hit on emo Oz. Those worthless pieces of fuck drag down the sum total of human existence merely by putting on Guylander. Wait, Toad. Fucking kill me.
Oui, monsieur. Gerard Garon. I just want to say, we should just say NHL coaches in French. Michel Therion.
God, we are so canceled.
Brian Boucher. Guy Boucher. Claude Julien. All right. I think we've made it through all the racist snaps. Mm-hmm. They're gonna take our money from us. Like, are we not allowed to profit off of our own stereotype? Should we do a Canadian accent?
Well,
You
that's
guys
just
gotta
putting
super chat
A.
it so we can read. Well, I'll read in a Canadian accent, but there's no snooper chats. So, what do you think? I'm a whore that just works for free? Come on now, I've already given you all hand jobs.
Oh, you like that Twitch streamer that bitches like, I want to make $10 an hour or some shit?
$10 an hour.
You know,
Holy shit.
nobody got a dono for a single hour, and then she bitched her fans.
Oh, really?
I think
will
so.
never bitch at you. I'm grateful for one of you watching this show. So, I just, I cannot complain about.
Exactly. I'm surprised we
You know
still
what
have
I read
164 viewers for this shit.
Definition of the imposter syndrome, and it just sounds like being humble. It doesn't mean like you're an imposter, right? Downplaying your accomplishments, and I don't know. Do you ever get imposter syndrome? I feel like I never am pretending. Like,
Not really.
don't know.
I just feel like I'm just a dude. It's like, whatever.
yeah. I mean, I would like to pretend. I'd like to say that I'm humble, right? Like, I'd like to say that I'm grateful, but I don't ever feel like I'm being an imposter. That just seems stupid. Anyways.
We got a few new super chats here. Big Daddy Sizzlify for 5.
Wait. We got to do a voice. Hold on. Russian. Come on,
I
do
haven't
it.
done a Russian voice in a while. The big black
And your
dick
boy,
of
yeah.
diversity versus the... It's been a while
yeah.
since I've done a Russian accent.
Wait. Think. In Soviet Russia. Here, I'll read it. Fuck. Mine's ready to go. Big Daddy Sizzlify for $5 in the big black dick of diversity versus the wheel of racism. Fight, Popsy.
Mega demonetized.
All right. We haven't done Hispanic, so I think that'll round it out here with
Maybe.
Omega Black.
Omega Black for $5. Rip Henry Richard. Merci beaucoup for all the memories.
That was more like an Italian dude, right? No, or like a slick. That was more Spanish. Like, hey, I'm your maitre d'. Come
Good.
sit with me this way.
Maybe. I think we should stop this before we go even ultra
I
demonetized.
think, before we get taken down.
Yeah, we're gonna get banned for this shit.
All right. Coronavirus is gonna kill us all, and I'm Big Steve Irwin, and you can take that crocodile. What's that? Crocodile. I'm the coronavirus hunter. I don't know. Right. Drink Foster's Australian for beer. Ah.
And with that, we will
German
end the
accent.
stream.
All right. You do a German accent, and we'll end the show. Fine.
Ja, für Deutschlanders, ja. Welcome to Dumpster Fire. Es wurden für einen Gebuschen, ja. 5 points is sehr bald. Ja.
Yeah, the Holocaust did not happen. Yeah.
We are going to fucking stop.
Yep, that's
stop.
it. We're getting
Stop.
taken down.
Really?
What's
That's
the
you.
Jewish
I'm not being
accent?
canceled for
What-
you. Fuck that. Fuck
What's the
that.
Jewish Sorry, hold on. What's a Jewish accent? Oh, my head, my foot. Oh, everything hurts. Oh my gosh, business is not as good. This goddamn coronavirus is killing us.
See,
Oh my
you
god.
you can do that because you're half Jewish. I can't.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
All right, Nick
But-
Shannon. CBJ versus the Pens. Replace the Zamboni nationwide with an ambulance. Oh my god, I can barely see out of my tiny little eyes. Oh, I'm allergic to peanuts. It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm just going to end the stream now. So
right.
I am not 5 points, Vince, and you've surprisingly made it to the end of this stream. If we're banned by tomorrow, you understand why. Now peace the fuck out.